Dr. Charles Todd Vetter, Chair of the Safe and Healthy Children's Coalition of Collier County. Welcome to our first inaugural April Pools Day event here at the Golden Gate Aquatics facility. Thanks to the Department of Parks and Recreation for hosting our event here today. Also thanks to EMS, police, and the Collier County Fire Departments for having water safety stations here at our event. We're going to have over 150 children from local daycares, 4- and 5-year-olds, learning about water safety today. Drowning is the leading cause of death for children ages 1 through 4 in Collier County between the years of 2005 and 2009. Each and every one of these drowning cases is preventable, and they're preventable by building layers of protection. Some of these layers include dedicated adult supervision, putting barriers in place such as fencing and alarms, and also learning appropriate water safety in and around the pool. And the Safe and Healthy Children's Coalition today is putting together a multi-pronged, comprehensive water safety initiative. And today we're really looking at that final piece that I mentioned, the water safety piece of children learning appropriate behavior in and around the pool. And today the children are going to be going from station to station. I think there's 10 stations today, learning some of these appropriate behaviors. Learning and having fun while doing it, that's what it's all about. So thank you everyone for coming, and let's get it started. Let's go to the first water station.
Want to go swimming with a buddy, not by yourself. Does anybody know why? Why would you want to go swimming with somebody else? Anybody know? Guards, do you know? Why would you want to swim with a buddy and not by yourself?
Be safe.
Yeah, in case something goes wrong, you have somebody that can help you out or get help, right? Okay, you never want to go in the water by yourself. Swim with a buddy. All right. In a supervised area, what do you think the supervised area may be?
Which one you guys think is the right way and the wrong way? Anyone you guys? Okay, raise your hand. Anyone see what the difference is? What do you see? No? See how these guys, their buddies playing ball? You got mom with her daughter, and then these two guys, they're swimming together. They're in a supervised area because you got, who's that? Anyone tell me who that is? Who is that? It's not. TJ. Go ahead, just say it. TJ. Who is that? That's the light guard. Right. And then over here, we have this gentleman. He's off on his own. So if he gets hurt, can anybody help him? No one's there. There's no supervision. He's out here in an area where there's boats and other things. So this is not safe, okay?
You always want to make sure you have somebody watching you. That's what they mean by supervised area. So whether your mom is watching you, your dad's watching you at your home pool, or if you go to a lake with your parents or your family and they're watching you, or if you go to a pool like we have here and the lifeguards are watching you, okay? You always want to make sure you swim with a buddy and you're supervised by an adult or a supervisor that's supposed to be at the pool, okay? Everybody get it? Everybody understand?
A lot of people get hurt because they're running up here on the deck by the pool. And you could fall and get hurt, right?
Or in the locker rooms.
You could. Yep. Yeah. Who do you look for at the pool that would be able to help you if you're having trouble? Big people? Yeah. Big people. And do you see the two chairs that are sitting there, the big red chairs? Do you know what the name of the people are that sit in those chairs? What are they called? Those are the lifeguards. So if you have a problem, who are you going to go see? A big person called a lifeguard, right? That's right. You know, one of our other rules... Yep, hold on one second. Hang on. One of our other rules, if you're going to jump into the pool, all right, you need to look before you leap into the pool. All right? Because what if one of your friends is in front of you and you don't see them? What happens if you jump on top of them?
You have your head.
Yeah, you could bump their head or you could push them under the
one other important rule. When you jump into the pool, it's not real deep, so when you jump in, you always got to go feet first. You never want to dive head first into a pool unless it's off a diving board.
But Daddy only goes
Yeah, but you should only go feet first when you're jumping into shallow water. Why do you think that's a good rule?
No, that's not good. Then I ran with Beckle head and Beckle head.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly why it's a good
You
goal.
don't
want anybody to bump their head. That's why we go
dive
feet
in,
first.
you hit your head on the bottom, and you can get hurt really bad.
Yeah.
So always jump feet first. Never dive.
Okay, now as you can see here, we got one smart person that wore their life jacket, and we've got another person that was too cool to put it on. So now she's going to try to put her life jacket on while she's in the water, and you're going to see how hard this is. It's almost impossible. So, and in this case, maybe she doesn't know how to swim. So she's really in trouble now. Look here, she's struggling. Can't get that life jacket on. At least she's holding on to it. And it looks like Julian's going to have to come over and rescue her and bring her to safety. Not good, not good. You shouldn't be in the water without a life jacket when you're boating. That's not a smart thing to do. Look, he's got to save her. And she was so cool. She didn't wear her jacket because she was so cool. Now, look, she's real embarrassed. How cool is that? That's not cool. Not at all. Okay, now, here's another neat thing about a life jacket. The life jacket that he was wearing not only kept him up, but it'll keep her up too. It'll support at least 2 people. Okay? So now he's going to even go rescue a paddle. How's that? Is that cool or what? All right, now, remember what we said. Don't pack it, wear your jacket. Super. Now there's all kinds of life jackets. The kind that Jillian was wearing is it's sometimes called a horse collar, because it looks a little bit like a horse collar, like the kind that they used to put around horses when they're pulling a carriage. Okay, we can put one on. Well, this one's wet. Let me get a dry one. Okay, there you go. 3 little snaps. This one here only has 2 snaps, but it's a smaller jacket.
All right, Evan.
Okay. Oh man, you look cool in that jacket. Wow. Wow, look at that. Cool, man. Good job, boy. Man. Man.
You want to try? Another one?
Think so you don't sink. Can we say it again? Think so you don't sink, right? Because sometimes we get in trouble in the water. We get tired in the water. We cough on some water. We might get a leg cramp, and we get scared in the water. And we don't need to panic. We need to think so you don't sink. So we're going to share some helpful tips with you so you can make it safely to the side, okay? All right, so if you get into the deep end and you get scared, instead of panicking, you have to, what is this station called? Think so you don't sink, okay? So you're thinking and you try to calm yourself down and you yell for help. I can't hear you guys though, gotta yell it loud. What do you think?
I still couldn't hear you guys.
That's better. So we're gonna yell for help. And then we're gonna turn on to our backs and we're gonna float, okay? So we're going to think so we don't sink, call for, louder. Somebody has to hear you, and thank you. And then we're gonna float on our backs. That's right. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand up and this line right over here, we're not gonna go past the line, and we're gonna watch Mr. Dennis jump in the water, and he's gonna get into some trouble, and we're gonna give him some helpful tips so he can make it to the side, okay? Right here, this line. Don't go past this line.
Do not go past that at all.
Okay, so he starts to panic. What does he need to do?
Help!
He needs to think so he doesn't sink. He's calling for help. Is he loud enough?
Help!
There we go. And he's floating on his back. And see, he made it safely to the side. Right?
You guys want to see it one more time? Yeah. All right.
Come on, guys, liven up a little bit.
Help! Help! Help!
He's calling for help.
Help!
And he gets on his back and he floats to the side. Okay?
Yeah, you see how I grab the side?
Okay, now what helps you float? Dennis, can you tell him?
When your body weight, because when you lay on your back, and your arms are out straight, you're going to float automatically. You got to make sure your head is tilted back.
Okay?
Now, when you're doing that, should you guys float on your stomach? No. How about on your side? No. Where should I float? On my back.
On your back.
And make sure your head is tilted back, guys. Your arms are out. And you're going to want to shout real loud. Because even if your ears are under the water, you're going to think you're not shouting loud, so you really want to project it. Can we try one more time? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good job. Good job. Okay, so let's go back and sit down in the shade over here. And what do you do if you get into trouble? You call for help! And then you calm down, right? Calm down, don't panic, and get on your and float, right? Yes. Okay. Do we ever swim without an adult supervising us? No? Yes? What do we do? Don't get on in the water unless there's an adult there. Savannah, what's this station called? Think so you don't sink. Good job, Riley. Thanks for helping her out.
You guys having a good time? Yeah. What are you guys learning about today?
Water safety.
Water safety. That's very, very good. Excellent. This is Miss Lynn and I'm Miss Mercy, and we're going to talk about what? Water safety. Yes. And we're going to teach you guys about reach or throw, don't go. Okay? So if somebody or one of your friends gets in trouble in the water, do you guys jump in the water and try to save them? No. Why don't you try to save them? Because you will sink down. That's very good. What can happen if you sink down?
You can't breathe.
You can't breathe. So we don't want to do that, right? Correct. We don't want to do that because that gets us in trouble, and we don't want to put ourselves in trouble, right? We want to try to help them out of there, right? Excellent.
How are you going to help me out?
How do we help her? How do we help her get out? We're going to be smart, and we're going to think, and we're going to look around wherever you are and see if you can find things that you can use to help her come out. A floaty, very good. I got some samples over here. Let me show you. We got a broom. How many people have a broom at home, around? Everybody, right? So you guys can use this broom. You guys can get on your knees, and you guys can pull her in to safety, right? How many of you guys have a water bottle, a water jug, or a milk jug? You guys drink milk? You should all have your hands up because milk is awesome. You can throw this to her.
Why would she throw me a milk jug?
Why would I throw her a milk jug? She can use it to float. She can float on it. And then she can kick her feet and swim all the way to the side. How many of you guys have one of these? What is this called?
A noodle.
A noodle. You can use this noodle by getting on your tummy and your knees and sending it out to her and bringing her to the side. Right?
I'm safe, right?
Yeah, and then she can get out. Who wants to try to save Miss Lynn? All right, you guys are gonna follow me. Line up. Teachers, I'm gonna need your help. Line up right here. Stop right here for me. And we're gonna do one at a time, okay? One at a time. Michael, I need a saver. Can you help me save her, Michael? Get on your knees, Michael. Get on your knees. Pull her in for me. Good job. Good job, Michael.
Who is this?
This is Karina. Hi, Karina. Can you help her? Hold that tight, Karina. Two hands. Two hands. There you go, Karina. Good job. I need somebody to help me save Miss Lynn.
Who's gonna help me?
Anna?
Anna, help me.
Pull her in. Pull her in. Good job. What's your name? Lorelai. Lorelai. Get on your knees, Lorelai. Help me pull her in. Save her. Save her. Good job. Ryan. This is Ryan, Miss Lynn. Can you help her? Can you help her for me? Grab it, grab it, grab it. Pull her in for me. Very good. Good job. Is this Jason? Jason, come over here for me, Jason.
Can you help me, Jason?
Can you help me? Pull her in, Jason, pull her in. Good job, Jason. Rockwell? Come on. Can you help me pull her in? Rockwell?
Help me, Rocco. Get down on your knees, Rocco, so I don't pull you in, see?
Pull. On your knees. Very good.
Aha! That's it. That's exactly it. Why do we wear helmets, boys and girls? Safety. Yeah. That's it. Exactly.
I'm nervous pants. I got myself.
Good job. All right.
That's a good job. Be safe.
So if we saw somebody on their bicycle and they fell down and they needed help, what's the numbers we could call? You know what? Ellen?
Yeah.
If you could get the kids to just back up a little bit, I'm going to show them something.
All right, can you back up
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Is the microphone? Yep. Hold on to that microphone for me, Miss Ellen.
Are you going to sing
I'm
something?
going to come forward. And I'm going to go around like this.
All right.
Is that a good dance move or what? That's cool. All right. I want everybody to be safe this summer. Okay? Have a good summer.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Uh-oh, sorry.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
You forgot to tell them about the sirens and what they do.
2 minutes to change.
Uh-oh.
2 minutes.
I'm sorry. Thank you. If they hear this noise in the car with your mom and dad, if you hear this noise, listen up. What do you got to do when you hear that in your mouth?
I think I hear a siren.
What do the parents got to do?
I better move over.
Watch out and move
You got to
over.
move over, right? You got to get out of the way. Yep. Exactly.
And what do we put on when we get in the car?
And what are those things you put on in the car? Woo! Let's hear it for the seatbelt. Yep. Let me make sure you've got somebody out there with you.
Right.
Always good to be safe.
Always be safe.
Always good to be safe. Okay? Hey, Miss Ellen, could you give me a little push in the back? Can you push me backwards a little bit?
Sure.
It seems to be a little bit harder. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes, my feet get in the way.
I know.
The big feet,
I know, they're big feet.
I know. Gotta remember that. Okay.
So, is everybody going to remember to call?
Wow.
It's called the Dragon Slayer. What do you think we use that for? The firefighters use that for?
I don't know.
We use it to take ceilings out. If we have to go into a fire, when we enter the front door, we got to take the ceiling out to see if there's fire above our head. And if there is, we got to put that fire out because that can be very dangerous to firefighters. We use that to cut peanut butter and jelly sandwiches too. And grilled cheese. Do you think that works? Why? That big tool right there? So that's what we use that for. We use that to take ceilings out. We can use it for many other things, but that's the main purpose of it. That's not too heavy? You got that, huh? Do you think you could swing that or put that over your head? That's where you need to use it. Lift it up over your head. That's where you'd have to use it, way up there in the ceiling. That's where you want to make sure you're all protected. Is that cool? That's why we keep it in a case like that. Can you hold that for me? We keep that in that case so we don't get hurt. And we protect the teeth of it to keep it nice and sharp. What do you think of that big truck up there, that ladder? Did you bring your bathing suit today? You didn't bring your bathing suit today?
No.
But you can get those shorts wet, right? We're gonna get wet. We're gonna get wet today. You want to see some more of our equipment we have? What do you think that big saw is for? You try to lift that now.
Okay.
Man, you strong. Let me see your muscles. Let me see. Wow, it's some guns. What do you think we use that for? That big saw right there. We can cut a door open, a big garage door, a metal door. What else do you think we can cut with that?
Window.
A window, yeah. We can cut big plexiglass windows. What else could we cut?
Yeah.
How about that roof? We have to get in the roof. How about through the concrete or metal? We can get through. We can cut through. That'll cut through anything. We got different blades to change it out. How much do you think that weighs?
40.
You think that gets heavy working with that? With all of this hot stuff on? You bet, man. You gotta stay in shape, right? You gotta eat right. You gotta work out, gotta exercise. You gotta stay in shape to do it. I gotta keep up with guys your size. Your age, right? See over here? Hey, you can stand up right here and look. I'll hold you. You know what that's all for? That's called the engineer's compartment. And that's where we keep anything that we need to use for water, basically. To move water, to bring it out of a hydrant. Where else can we get water from?
Water fountain.
Water fountain? That's not a lot of water. We need a lot of water. Where can we get a lot of water?
Ocean.
Ocean? If we can get close enough, we can pull water. What's right behind the pool here?
Water.
Water. In the pool, we can take water out of the pool if we need it. How about that big canal out there where the alligators are? Yeah. That's where we used it yesterday for the brush fires. That's where we draft. It's called drafting. It's like taking, do you ever take a straw and stick it in a glass and put your thumb over and pick up the water in the straw? That's the same thing we do with the water to put it into the fire truck to put the fire out in the brush fires. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And that's over here. I'm gonna shut this door so you can see this here. See what do you know what that's called there? That's called the pump panel. Coming over? That's called our pump panel. That's where we bring water in and water out of the truck. So right now I have the waterway open. That means I'm flowing water when I turn the water on up to the top of the ladder truck. Is that cool? You want to sit in the fire truck? Hop in there, open the door, hop in the truck. Mom, bring her camera. Grandma? Grandma, you got your camera?
Oh, got my camera.
Look for the keys to start it. You see any keys to start it? Let's see if Mom can sit up there. Mom, your turn.
My turn.
Teach Mom how to start the truck. There you go.
There you go, buddy.
Both of them? First two? Hold, push and hold. start. Big jump.
Thank you.
Hey, Gunnar, do you think you want to be a firefighter when you grow up?
Yes.
You do? You think it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of school?
Yes.
It does, and you ready to do that?
Yes.
Because you got to take my job one day, okay? Because I'm going to retire and go play golf and sit on the beach.
Okay.
And you take my job?
Yeah.
All right, give me 5, man. Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Good morning. My name's Wayne. This is our ambulance. We work for EMS. An ambulance is like a little hospital that in case you see somebody that gets hurt or injured or sick, you call the ambulance and we come and try and make sure that they're okay. That's exactly right. Boy, you're ahead of the curve. We call 911 if you guys need help. That's right. And when we come out to you, what we try and do is we try and make sure that you're not bleeding, that your heart's working real good, that your lungs are working real good. And we check that and we make sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be. And if it's not, we go to the hospital. Now, have you guys ever heard a heartbeat? No? Well, you're going to this morning. Okay? What we have is we have stethoscopes, and we're going to let everybody pair up and hear a heartbeat and lung sounds. That's the sound that makes when you bring air in and out. Okay? So what we do is we put the little parts in your ears and then the big part on your partner's chest. Okay? So we're going to pass those out, and everybody can listen to your partner's heartbeat. Okay? Okay. Okay. Do you hear her heartbeat? Bump, 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 bump. Okay. Take a real deep breath for her. That's what happens when the lungs go out. Here's mine. Okay. Okay, you guys have taken your first step to being paramedics. Well done, everybody. But sometimes when we listen, it's not enough. Sometimes we have to look and see what's going on with your heart. Now, how are we going to see inside your chest? We don't know. We don't have x-rays, right? So what we do is your heart is a lot like you are. It likes to draw all the time. It draws in electricity, the same kind of thing that lights your lamp or lights your lights at your house. Your heart generates electricity. And this machine here lets us take a look and see how your heart's drawing. Do we have a volunteer? Who wants to see their heart draw? I think her hand went up first. Why don't you come forward? Come on, Kara. Now, these are little tiny stickers. We put them on. They don't hurt. They just are like you get when you do a good job. We put them on your skin, and then they let us take a look and see what your heart's doing. Okay? Now, the smaller you are, generally, the faster your heart goes, and the bigger you are, the slower your heart goes. So my heart goes slower than you guys. And that works in animals, too. An elephant's heart beats about 42 times a minute, and a hummingbird's about 200 times a minute. Okay? So we're going to turn on the monitor, and you see this question mark? The machine is thinking real hard, trying to count, just like you guys when you first start counting and adding. And it's going all the way up to 110, 111. That's how many times every minute that her heart is beating. It's checking, it's checking. Now we can print this out and we can take a look and see what's going on. Because sometimes we can't just stare at the box. We have to look around at other things that are going on. Now, depending on what she's doing, her heart may be going faster or slower than that. Everybody step back just a little bit. We're going to try and show you one more thing if our volunteer is up to it. Down, run, 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 run. See, and the machine's confused. It's like, what's she doing? What's she doing? I'm trying to think. Now it's got to try and figure out how to count again. All the way up to 120. See, when she runs, her heart goes faster. Okay? And when she slows down and she stops, her heart slows down.
Kiera?
Okay. You know what this is? This is our police radio, so we can talk to dispatch and let them know where we're at. This is going to be the GPS. And these put the boat forwards and backwards and... Okay, what are you guys supposed to wear when you're on a boat? A life jacket at all times, right? Okay, take turns driving, guys.
I didn't have a turn. Only Jane just have a turn. I didn't have a turn. I'm driving now.
Okay, next. Okay, and what we do on the Marine Patrol is we help people that are out in the water and the boats and all that good stuff. If you're out stranded, just like if you get in trouble at home, you call us up and we're going to show up either by land or by water, okay?
We're with the East Naples Fire Department. We're with the dive team, and we're part of an integral part of a team with other agencies. North Naples Fire Department is here, the Sheriff's Office is here, Collier County EMS is here, and we're members of the community. We all live in Collier County, most of us, and it's, we come together to serve the community and serve the public, and we do it as a job, but most of us do it because we love to help the community and love to help people. So it's good to bring the kids here and expose them to what we do, to familiarize them with what public safety does in the community, and to aid in their education. On behalf of the public safety agencies in Collier County, we'd like to thank you for participating in the April Pools Day, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.